What's up, great people of the galaxy? You already know who it is. It's your man Lamont, the Naptown King, aka Lamont G. Dean of LGD Speaks LLC, Raise the Roof, and LGD Logistics LLC. We in the building, just touching base, getting in the vibe, getting the music flowing. Nah, I don't own the rights to this music, but I definitely own the rights to live my life to the fullest, all day, every day, each and every day. You feel me? But I do know the artist personally. When I was living in Brooklyn, was blessed and fortunate. Who y'all know as Omarion. I know him as Omari Granberry, his real name. Loves to go bowling, man, so we got to go bowling a few times when I was blessed and fortunate enough to write for Marcus Houston on his debut album, MH, on his second release, solo album, all that. And all that took place through my good friend David Morris. Shout out to my big bro. He was like a mentor then. Now he's like my big bro. I was like their little brother, the young hot writer, writing all these hits for these celebrities, right, that y'all hear on the radio. Shout out to David Morris, of the or formerly of the Face Records group, A Few Good Men, from Babyface, and Antonio M. Reed is his middle name or middle initial, if you look on the early albums, but the world knows him as Antonio L.A. Reed, right? Shout out to my big bro, Kamo Clark, a.k.a. Kareem Clark from Indianapolis, Indiana as well. Naptown, we in the building. Shout out to my little brother, multi-millionaire, superstar, you know what I mean, movie award-winning Trevor Jackson from Naptown, always repping the 317, you know what I mean? And I appreciate little bro that. Y'all might know him from the movie Superfly, from the Disney movie Shake It Up, all that. Trevor Jackson been doing his thing from way back. Young king, still on the R&B scene, keeping it real R&B, you feel me? But real quick, we're going to get into some things I wanted to answer before I get ready to teach my class. And I want y'all to check this out. So I'm going to stay under my thing because I got to get ready to teach my live class, right? To take care of my clients, you know, my paid clients and stuff. And so my staff and stuff got me set up. But I want to talk about some things about all about credit reports and requesting your reports in special situations. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of DMs and inboxes, and my staff and even my volunteers, my college students and stuff would check my emails for me. And so I've been getting a lot of requests for how do you request reports in special situations. Here's that answer. People have been asking, can I get reports in Braille, large print, or audio format? If you know anything about somebody that's blind, that's what Braille is. Like the movie Denzel Washington played in, The Book of Eli. The man wanted the Bible because it was so powerful and the information was so powerful. He wanted this book because he knew when he was a kid, before they burnt all the books in the movie, that Braille, not Braille, that the Bible was an important piece of society, that whoever ruled and knew that word could help rule society because it set things in order spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, educationally, and financially. You feel me? Holistically, like my class. I don't have I'm about to get my book out in a second, but y'all can check it out online on lulu.com. It's hashtag Back to the Future, the guide to building the best version of you. And it's sold out on Amazon.com, the world's largest platform. You feel me? Started in 1995 and is now the world's largest platform in 2024. Sold out on its second print and is now on its third print on Amazon.com. All praise to the Most High. Now, let's get into it. What you would do to answer that question is, can I get reports in Braille, large print, and audio format? The answer to that is yes. Deaf and hard of hearing consumers can access a TDD service they call for the deaf and hard of hearing, or the hearing impaired, by calling 711 and referring the relay operator to 1-800-821-7232. Again, that's 1-800-821-7232. If you're blind, according to the American with Disabilities Act, the ADA Act of 1990, passed by Congress when I was a little boy, you know what I mean? You can also ask for your free credit report, your free annual credit reports in Braille, large print, or audio format. Again, call toll free at 877-322-8228, and that's for the Braille, 877-322-8228. Provide personal information to validate your identity. Provide additional information to certify that you are blind. Pick the format you want. Your credit report should arrive in about, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. They always say 7 to 10 business days. I would say give it 3 weeks. Now, the next question I'm going to address real quick before I start my class is, how do I request? Let's see here, trying to pick a good movie here, try to get some stuff going and just watch something in the background while I'm in the flow real quick. The next question I'm gonna answer for you guys. This was free game. Y'all been asking me, so I try to donate my time a little bit since since the Most High is blessing me. You know what I mean, to serve my people, my culture. You know what I mean, and help melanated kings and queens get their credit right, get your credit deletions, get your credit repaired. You know, restore your credit. You know what I mean, get you a fresh new start and get you real purchase power, both personally and professionally. So people have been asking, how do I request a report as a legal guardian? Here's the answer. Legal representatives or court-appointed guardians can request a copy of the credit report for the wards or for your wards, and that's just another word for property, and that's why you can check that out on your birth certificate. You're literally wards of whatever state you were born in, meaning you're property of that state. That's a whole other game we'll get into on another conversation. But all you have to do is request a copy of the credit report for their wards or for your wards, your property, your adopted or legal guardian child by by mail, old school mail. You got to send a request. Take your notes, y'all. You have to send a request along with the following information about the ward or the child: legal name, address, birth date, a copy of the ward's birth certificate, and a copy of the ward's social security card. And you also have to send information about yourself. You can't just tell them that, you know what I mean, you want to be the guardian and blah, blah, blah. You have to prove it. You have to have the legal documentation if you actually are the guardian. So here's how you do that to protect people from putting things in your child information. Black folk, don't get on me, but y'all know how we are. And it's a good thing if you actually take care of the bills and pay the bills, because by the time your child reaches adult, teenage and adult, young adolescence and adult age, right, they have good credit history, a long history, if you pay those bills on time. But here's how you request that report. After you send in their information, and you do it all at once, you also have the additional information about yourself. You have to prove that you're the legal guardian or legal representation or guardianship, a copy of your driver's license or other government issued ID that's approved with your current address on it, and a copy of your current utility bill. And make sure that the driver's license and the utility bill has the same address. You feel me? You got to send that request and the information to all 3 credit bureaus. Again, that's all 3 credit reporting companies. That's Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And what y'all don't know is it's a whole other game. They got us only thinking that it's 3 major, but it's actually really 4. Have you ever heard of Innovent? Yeah. Holla back. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, share, and follow on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at LGD Speaks LLC. And I believe on YouTube, it's actually LGD Speaks LLC 1177. All right, and y'all see the information in this post. Click it, like it, share it. If you can't use it, send it to somebody that can actually use this information so that we can be a blessing. All right, this is how you actually report or you request a credit report for a child under 13 by proving your legal guardianship and all that fun stuff. All right, because in all actuality, the credit reporting companies not knowingly keep credit files on children under 13, but they don't know that people, because they report inaccurate information all the time. Trust me, I've experienced identity theft and identity fraud and credit fraud and all that stuff, right? Houses in upstate New York and California and in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in my name. Nice houses too, $500,000 and above. Refrigerators, appliances, everything in my name. And when they paid it, it was cool, but when they didn't, it started to hit my credit. It helped boost my stuff, but I had to send all the paperwork off to the courts and documentations and contest everything and prove my residency, which I did, jobs, letterhead, all that stuff, before I started working for myself. So always had a great relationship with my supervisors and the people in authority that was above me, and so they would always give me the proper documentation and to help me out. So that's how you do that, y'all. So just to recap, how you get your stuff in Braille, large print, and audio format. Call the toll-free numbers that I gave you, which is the relay operator for the TDD, which is the hearing impaired. That's 1-800-821-7232. Again, that's 800-821-7232. And then the call toll-free for the to get the copies and prove that you're blind. Once you prove that you're blind for the ADA, which is the American Disability Act of 1990, passed by Congress, you just call toll-free at 877-322-8228. Again, that's 877-322-8228. Free game, y'all. You can do it yourself, and that's what we teach. Until next time, remember, love yourself. Love God. Love yourself, because loving self is loving God. Live life, be lifted up, and raise the roof. Let's apply and elevate. Peace, love, and light. Hit the like, hit the share, and share it with somebody. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. Tune in to my TikTok. Help me reach 10,000 followers so I can reach more people, y'all, on TikTok. I went viral last summer for the first time. like 3 or 4 videos and start getting paid from social media, I was like, yo, this stuff is real. Because I'm going to be honest, I ain't going to cap. I thought it was fake. But social media cut me a couple checks. Them royalties is kind of nice. You feel me? Not only my book royalties from hashtag Back to the Future, but checks from social media. Instagram and Facebook was paying me the most. All right, holla back, y'all. Peace, love, and light. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Share this with somebody. Make sure y'all say this in y'all favorites. We're going to help y'all get y'all credit right. Holla back. You got any questions? DM us, inbox us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at LGD Speaks LLC. I'm the only one. There's no numbers behind it on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's only LGD Speaks LLC. Anything outside of that, it is not me, y'all. All right? On YouTube, it's LGD Speaks LLC. Just look it up. You'll see our logo. And it's LGD Speaks LLC. And I believe it has 1177 tags behind it. All right? Peace, love, light, prosperity, the power of God, the favor of God, protection be multiplied in your life today and forevermore. Holla.